Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. I think the guys in control of the United States of America and indirectly of the world, in my assessment, miscalculated the resilience and the power of Russia. As bad as they want to portray Russia as being the evil country on this planet, they can't destroy it. And they can destroy it because it's already 1 year and 3 or 4 months into this engagement between the guys and Russia. And the guys are not only the Ukrainians, that's why I said the guys. About 40 countries, 30 some countries. Some of them willy-nilly, some of them because they have to. And the problem is, it seems like the US bit more than it could chew. That is, Russia's economy did not collapse. Putin was not turned into Louis XVI and Marie Antoinette. And or you take as well all the other Russian guys in charge of Russia. And Russia kicks back, and that's the big problem. Russia cannot be pushed around as these guys thought it could. Or maybe they thought that's exactly how the plan should occur. We're going to have a endless war, and our industry, military that is, arms industry, will flourish together with other industries that we like, energy and banking. All Americans, excellent, or international, doesn't really matter. The problem is Russia can hit back, unlike Yugoslavia or Serbia, unlike Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Syria. These guys are little guys. So the alliance was able to kick them in the teeth, not Russia. Even though they thought with all those sanctions that they will kneel Russia economically and all that, create problems, and Putin will be taken to from Versailles and taken to downtown Paris and guillotined eventually, didn't happen. So now we have this feisty guy. His name is Medvedev. You remember that guy? Dmitry Medvedev, the former president of the Russian Federation. And he says that since, now this is not proven, but he says since we have evidence and the mass media talks about our pipeline being blown up, Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2, by the West, then it's fair game for us to destroy the communication cables from the seas, on the bottom of the seas. They will destroy those. Why? First, they can, and you can't do anything about it. Because you're not going to start a hot war with Russia, will you? It has nuclear weapons, they're going to use them if you dare to. Or maybe you're just going to allow the Russians to really hit at the ones that really are doing something in Ukraine. Not the Ukrainians. Poor Ukrainians are decimated, as the poor Russians over there, for the interest of others that count their money and, they are happy about their power. So let's read this article here. Coming from Reuters. Russia now has free hand to destroy undersea communications cable. Putin Ally. Now, let's read about this guy, okay? Look at the title. He's called Putin Ally. He is close ally. He is actually not an ally. He has a authority. He has a job in the Russian government. Okay, so this person, he is the deputy's head of the Security Council. So he's not Putin's buddy that they meet, over a wine or something orgy. He has a official title in the Russian government. Imagine that you would put here, let's say, U.S. now has free hand in destroying undersea communication, and here you would hear Biden's ally. And you would refer to, I don't know, let's say Mark Milley or Austin or someone that works in the US government. Have you ever heard this? Have you ever, unless it's Trump here. When it's Trump, yes, Trump's ally, because they try to make it that these guys are a gang of mobsters. Not that there's anything legitimate. This guy has a job in the Russian government. He's not a Putin ally, he's an employee. as he's appointed, as others are in the US government, appointees. I mean, really? But this is how they try to destroy people's authority. But here, Russia's deputy head of Security Council, Medvedev. So, a close ally, again, a close ally. No, he's a governmental employee. He is supposed to be ally to the president because he was appointed by the president. Of Russian Putin said on Wednesday that there is no reason for Moscow not to destroy its enemies' undersea communication cables, given what he says was Western complicity in the Nord Stream pipeline blast. A sharp drop in pressure, tra-la-la. It is unclear exactly what happened to Nord Stream. Well, I think that's not unclear. The Nord Stream were blown up. That's exactly what happened. So it's very clear what happened. It's not clear who did that, but it's clear what happened. A multi-billion dollar project that carried Russian gas to Germany. Some US and European officials initially suggested Russia has blown its own pipeline because they're just dumbasses. An interpretation dismissed as idiotic by President Vladimir Putin. And many, many more like us. It's many like us who think that interpretation is idiotic. It's idiotic, it's not impossible, but it's really, I would say, one of the latest routes that you would take, or the scenarios that you would take in an investigation. It is there, but it's at the bottom. But you focus on the bottom one instead of focus on the big one. You know, when you start an investigation, you create some alternative hypothesis. Why someone and who do you think could have done this? And you write them on the paper, and you go with the most likely one to the least likely one. Now, the Russian blowing up thing is the least, one of the least. Because the least one would be, let's say, Zimbabwe did it. That's the least, you know. But here you have Russia above the Zimbabwe, hypothesis. But the big one is United States. However you want to turn it. They said they would blow it. Not blow it. They will stop it. I tell you, we will stop it. And they stopped it. So not only that. And then you get the capability. Zimbabwe, I don't think can do that. Neither can Ukraine. Now they come with the thing that Ukraine did it. I don't think Ukraine did it. I think someone else much, much bigger and smarter than that. Not that they're stupid, with the abilities, with the capabilities. You think it was a scuba diver? Bloop, let's go and put some... Really? I don't believe that a bit. Why? Because I know shit. Just go and read if you don't believe me. Go and read. I hope you don't believe me. I hope you go and do some research and see what kind of little submarines or whatever you need to go over there. You can't be a scuba diver going over there with what? With a backpack, with a explosive? Is that what it is, strapped behind your back? Please, guys, please go around the block if you didn't do it already. So the thing now, they try to, confuse us. First it was, oh no, it was the Russians. Okay. Then no, it was the Americans. Hirsch came and said, no, it wasn't the Americans. The Americans came and said it was that group of 5+1, like in 5+1 rowing, 5 guys or 6 guys and a lady, diversity over there on that yacht. Remember that one? Yeah. And then it was, no, actually it was not, it was the Ukrainians. It was some people from Ukraine. They said, no, it wasn't. Guys, don't take your eyes off the ball. The ball is the biggest scenario, the biggest hypothesis. And let's check that out first. And then after we discard that, or maybe we stop right there, then you go to the next one, then you go to the next one. You're not going to spend years starting with the bottom one because you need so much work to dismiss that one. No, start with this one, with the evidence that might be over there. No. It's almost a year. It's going to be a year in September. And I read an article that Swedish prosecutor said regarding Nord Stream 1, Nord Stream 2, we're going to probably find a determination, we're going to have a determination on maybe this fall, a year. Okay, but they knew the next day or the same day that the Russians blew up the dam, the Kakovka, Karakakova, Kapakalokova. Really? They immediately knew, wow, it was the Russians. Everybody picked it up and said, the Russians. But Nord Stream, we don't know. The big elephant is in the room. We don't know. Really, come on. So what's going to happen here? Let's go and see the reasons Medvedev gives. and I'm quoting, if we proceed from the proven complicity of Western countries, I don't know if that's proven or not, but anyway, countries in blowing up the Nord Streams, then we have no constraints, even moral, left to prevent us from destroying the ocean floor cable communications of our enemies. Medvedev, a former Russian president now, who is now deputy chairman of Russian Security Council, said on Telegram. He's the ally. And I'm not going to go here because they're going to try to confuse her and who said what. And I didn't show you that because I'm a dumbass. Here it is. If we proceed, right here is just what I said, not with all things, right here. All right. So that's the proof, the evidence of his statement. Yes, the Russians can do that and probably will do that if they really want. But I don't think they will start doing that. But accidents will happen, and what are they gonna do next? They'll say Russia did it because Russia said they will do it. But will that logic be applied to Biden and Victoria Nuland and others saying yes, we will stop it? It will the same logic? No, the same logic will not be applied to us, only to them. Why? Because it benefits us. That's the way it works, my friends. So I don't think Russia will do that unless that's proven, and not even then, because the Russian then will have really destroyed other countries' moral standing, if you know, being on a white horse and telling everybody how great we are, because we say so, and we tell everybody else, hey, you got that little thing in your eye, you got that little straw in your eye, but our big fucking bean here is still, and the Russians say, see, that's global terrorism, and that's the country, or those are the countries, or those are the countries, and it's not Ukraine. It's not Ukraine. You can make whatever case you want. The Ukrainians now they want to put it on top of Zaluzny, who I think is not still in one piece or rational. I think Zaluzny is out. If he's alive and breathing, I don't think he is still there. But anyway. Well, time will tell. The same with Budanov. They're out. Budanov is the guy from the military intelligence of Ukraine. They were blown up. But I think Budanov is not breathing anymore. I think Zaluzny is. But Zaluzny is incapacitated, mentally incapacitated, I think. And now they try to throw everything on this guy who cannot do anything about it. Okay? I think that's the way it is. Maybe Zaluzny will not breathe soon, and then they will put everything on him, and Zelensky did not know anything about all this operation, so he's absolved of any guilt, obviously. Only we have to have guilt. Remember guilt? Anyway, I can go deeper in that, you know exactly what I mean. So, I don't think the Russians will do it, but they're waiting, and we keep pointing fingers to the guys that they think did it, not the Ukrainians. That's why he's not pointing out to the Ukrainians, Medvedev, to the enemies, and who has communications cables under the sea. Ukraine, okay. United States, obviously, and Norway and other friendly countries like Denmark, who drags its feet. And anyway, we'll find out. We'll find out sometime. Maybe we'll never. Maybe our children will find out. We'll be allowed to find out. Because that's the way we love freedom, democracy, and truth. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.